So, Mark, it was a great win out for the lads today against Dalton.
Yeah, really pleased to be here. Really pleased that we obviously got a chance to put more minutes into players that needed the time. I think the most important thing was that we were respectful to Dalton, who obviously invited us to be part of a really special occasion for them. So I think it was right to bring a strong side and try and be respectful to the occasion for the club here, and they've welcomed us ever so well. A fantastic setup here, and hopefully today's been as good a workout for them as it's been for us, not just in terms of the football, but in terms of the profile of the club, the relations between the clubs, and it's our sort of duty at times to come and be part of days like this and represent ourselves in the right way. So I think we did that. I think we played well. Obviously, as the game's gone on, it's been clear that our fitness has been significantly probably further on than a West Lancs club, for example, as it should be. But that's no disrespect to them. I thought they played really well. I thought for the first 25 minutes it was a very, very competitive game, and again it gave us a chance to work on some things in possession of the ball, which we've been trying to do in training. So all in all, a good day. Great to be here, and I hope that Dalton go and have a really successful season.
You mentioned there we put out a pretty strong team for the game today. Are you happy with how the squad's looking as we're only a couple of weeks out from the season?
Yeah, I mean, we had no 𝗙𝙬𝗎𝗓𝗄𝗏, no 𝗕𝙬𝙬𝗀𝗍𝗏, no Brownie, no Nico. A few others wasn't there missing as well, no Sloaney. So we were missing probably 5 or 6. We've had a couple of, well, they're not really trialists, because I don't think it's a secret that Jacob's been playing games with us, because everybody knows him, because he's been here on loan, and I think everybody knew that Aaron had been around as well. So I think we've probably used too many players. I think that's probably the learnings from this year, this pre-season. We've now got to trim it down, and trim it down's difficult because we've got a squad probably of 18 signed players, and then we've got to wait and see what's happening with Jacob and Aaron, because we don't really know what the situation is with those two yet. And to be fair, they're trying to get themselves back into the pro game, which is fair enough. But at some point, we've got to maybe prioritise ourselves and make sure that 2 weeks to go until the start of the season, we've got what we need. I think we are likely to sign one more defender. I'm just wary of, can I get 50 games out of 𝗙𝗎𝗓? I don't know, maybe, because he's in fantastic nick this season, but we're going to need an alternative in the sort of centre half positions as well. So I think we're very close to one of them, which might be done next week, and that'll probably take us to 19. And then I think anything after that has got to be better than what we've got to displace somebody that we've got. But I'm loath to do that unless it's significantly better, because they're such a good group, they're so close, that they are playing well. It's very competitive. I mean, some of the performances in pre-season, Paul Jarvis had a super pre-season, he really has, and I thought he was excellent today again. So Jarvo's knocking at the door in terms of that sort of left centre half, left wing back, even central midfield positions. So we've got competition in all areas. I think we maybe looked at another striker, but we have got really strong options there as well. We've got Nico, Dom, Jake Connolly, 𝗏😅 we've used in there. Charlie Bailey much prefers to be used as a 9 than a 10 now. So that's 5 names as a striker. So yeah, I'm happy. I think we've got a really good balance. I think players are just starting to peak at the right time. How good was 𝗙𝗎𝗋 today? And I know it's a different game against a different opponent, and Fleetwood will give us a much better indication. But I thought 𝗙𝗎𝗋 was immense today. And the best thing about 𝗙𝗎𝗋's performance for me was his demands on other players, and his expectations and his standards. And that's, ever so important to us. So yeah, good day, good squad, I'm happy with it. We're 2 weeks away. I know things will still change between now and Stafford. But yeah, I think we're pretty much where we need to be.
You did touch on it earlier, but obviously today the scoreline wasn't really important. I think you'd like to join me in thanking Dalton for allowing us to be part of the anniversary of their 50th season in the West Lancs League.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's about 500 yards from my house, so
it's still drove here.
Yeah, I still drove here. I did, yeah. So, but listen, we have obviously a good core of Furness-based players, so it's nice for some of them to play more locally, because it is me and the rest of the Furness lads that have to travel every week. So yeah, we've played Holker and Dalton in consecutive weekends. I've not heard the end of it from the rest of them. So yeah, I'd say it's great occasion to be part of. I'm glad the weather held up for everybody. And then we'll go and play Fleetwood and play Clitheroe, 2 different games. I think Fleetwood would probably be the toughest of the pro clubs that we've played based on their record in pre-season. They had a great result against Spennymoor, played well against Chorley, I think. So I think that'll be a really tough physical game. They've got a lot of players that have come out of non-league at our level recently. They took a lad from Hyde, they took a lad from, obviously took Sam Fishburn, so we'll probably see Sam back at the Giant Axe on Tuesday. So I think it'll be a really competitive game. We're now past the point of giving players minutes. We're now at the point of what will that team look like against Stafford. And undoubtedly over the next 180 minutes that we play on Tuesday and Saturday, at some point on that pitch will be the 11 players that will play against Stafford. So yeah, it becomes a bit more business end of pre-season now, but we're looking forward to it.
Cheers, Matt.
Lancaster!